Actually, though, I do have a lav mic in my bun just in case audio 1 goes out. Hi, I'm Liz Groh, and today we're diving into the legislative bombshell that is Texas SB 3. If passed, this bill would ban all THC products in the state of Texas, and it would shake up an industry that thousands of Texans rely on. Whether for business, health, or personal choice, cannabis is a part of millions of Texans' lifestyles right now, and this bill aims to eradicate all of that. This bill doesn't just target Delta 8 or Delta 9 products. It could throw the entire legal hemp industry into chaos. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you everything that we can do right now to start fighting back. And honestly, y'all, I'm really grateful that the Lieutenant Governor has put so much attention and light on the situation. That THC is THC, and it does not matter which plant it comes from. Hemp is an incredibly powerful plant. It's a miracle plant, but it doesn't grow the same levels of THC as the marijuana plant does. Let's start with what SB 3 is all about. Senator Charles Perry of Lubbock filed this bill to ban all consumable THC products in Texas. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, one of the state's most powerful voices, has thrown his weight behind it in a very, very big way, y'all. Patrick argues that the 2019 legalization of hemp has been exploited. He says that retailers are selling high-potency THC products, some with 3 or 4 times the THC content found on the street, and he's particularly focused on claims that these products are being marketed to children. He also frames THC as a public safety crisis, suggesting the industry is skirting a law to sell unsafe and unregulated products. But here's the kicker. Texas already has legal THC under the TCUP. It's the Texas Compassionate Use Program. This law allows low THC cannabis for medical use in a tightly regulated program for patients with conditions like epilepsy and most recently PTSD. So how does Dan Patrick reconcile banning all THC products with the existing program? Okay. Now let's talk about how SB 3 could become law, or die trying. Texas is different, y'all. Texas is a republic. And of course, we are going to make and create and change laws in a different way than everyone else. Bills are being pre-filed right now, even though our legislative session starts in January 2025. I'm proud to give you Texas Lawmaking 101.
First, the bill is drafted. Legislators or their staff, sometimes with input from constituents or experts, draft the bill. Then the legislator files the bill in either the Texas House or Senate, where it's assigned a number and referred to a committee. Then committees hold hearings, allow public testimony, and may amend the bill. The committee votes to decide if the bill advances. The bill is then debated and voted on by the full chamber, House or Senate. A majority vote moves it forward. Second chamber consideration is where the bill is sent to another chamber, where it goes through a similar process of committee review, debate, and voting. A conference committee is held, if needed, if the House and Senate pass different versions. The conference committee must resolve discrepancies, and both chambers must approve the final version. Then comes the governor's action. The governor can sign the bill into law, veto it, or let it become law without a signature after 10 days. Once approved, the bill becomes law and is implemented by the appropriate state agencies.
There you go. And that's how laws are made in Texas. Unlike states like California or Colorado, Texans don't have the power of public referendums to directly vote on policy changes. That's right, everything has to go through the Texas legislature. That means the pace of change is slower and heavily reliant on our elected officials. That's why it's so important to know who is representing you at our Capitol. We have a booming cannabis industry here in Texas with some of the best hemp growers in the world. I'm so proud of Texas growers and Texas business owners, as I know you are too. We rely on these growers and business owners to provide our natural medicine. What can you do now, even before the legislative session starts, to fight SB 3 and protect the Texas hemp industry? First, regulate yourself. And I'm serious here. If you're a hemp business, it's time to get your house in order. Make sure you're not selling to minors. Make sure your products are tested and safe, and your operations are compliant with existing laws. If we didn't have bad actors in this industry, we probably wouldn't have bills like SB 3. So get yourself in order. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Number 2, join the fight. You can't be a lone wolf on this one. Align with organizations like the Texas Hemp Coalition or the Hemp Industry Leaders of Texas. These groups are hiring lobbyists and organizing efforts to keep hemp legal. Number 3, engage politically. Find out who represents you in the Texas House and the Senate. Start building relationships now. Call their offices, attend town halls, and tell your story about why hemp matters. It really does make a difference, guys. Personal connections can sway votes, especially when representatives are unsure of a bill. And you better believe that they are unsure about where Texans stand on cannabis. First, over here, we have a legal Texas medical program called the Teacup Program. Millions and millions and millions, if not billions of dollars have been poured into that program since 2017. What are we gonna do, throw all of that out because 3 little letters that we can't control because we don't understand? I don't think so. It's time that we help our representatives understand where we are coming from and where they too will be coming from when cannabis becomes important in their lives. Let's stand up for our rights and for the Texas hemp industry. Hey, don't mess with Texas, and don't mess with Texas cannabis. Bye. God, here we are. And I just learned this is the 10th annual Texas Cannabis Freedom March. 10th annual, and I am so happy to be here. This is flying high flowers. You know what I'm talking about? Flying high.
What we do this for? Free the weed. Free all the prisoners locked up. Big facts. Ridiculous, man.
All of you together can make change.
This is the movement. These are the people. We are the taxpayers, and we're done. We're done.
No matter what, we will be here because we deserve to be here.